Let's do it. We can get to it. Yeah.
The A Show,
where smart is the new sexy.
and now, April Hunter.
Welcome, everybody. See, like that? That was a quick cutoff because we're trying to save time. Cool like that. So we have tonight special effects artist, pinup, and screen queen Sarah Brunner for you guys. She'll be joining us shortly. But it is that time of year. Thanksgiving stress is around the corner. Dealing with family. Oh my FG. How many people are dealing with that? We have some suggestions on how to deal with it and what you can do to make these types of things a little bit easier, easier to deal with. We also have some information that you guys might be interested in. And also, I've been contacted by quite a few people about Devin Michaels, my former kind of roommate and somebody I worked with out in Las Vegas. She was also in the adult industry. And I wanted to touch on that because it's not the Devin Michaels that we're thinking. So we're going to cover that story real quick too. Thanks to my friend. Thank you, Steve, who just joined us, being an amazing sleuth. And he let me know, he's like, that's not the same Devin. And then I dug deeper and I found out some interesting stuff regarding that story. So I'll spread it to you guys so you know also. So how are you doing, beautiful Eva?
I'm well. How are you?
Awesome. So I see Winona and Jerome, Steve, and Notary. Hello, Anna. I see who else is here? Michael and Alex and Dr. Paul Bear. Hi. Who else is in here? We got
some good people.
Yeah. I wanted to mention to you guys, I am doing a limited amount of Christmas cards, holiday cards, Hanukkah cards, whatever you want to call them. They are fun. And because so many of you have been with me for so long, I would like to send you one if you would like to get one. Now, I know I've already gotten some of the addresses here, but if you have not given me your address to send you one, and hello to everybody rewatching us, for all of you who would like to be on that list, please send me an email. Okay, it's all one word. This is April Hunter at Gmail. And then put into the subject line, that's important, address. Okay, so you have to be a regular viewer or you have to be on my Patreon. So it's patreon.com, April Hunter. Okay, so make sure I have yourself. Michael, I don't know if I have your address. Can you send it to me again? Just make sure. I do have Allie's, and I know I have Lon's, and I know I've got Jameer's. Hi, Jameer, thank you. I did get a present from you. Thank you so much. So appreciate you. So yeah, we have tonight Sarah Brunner. She's beautiful. She is witchy. She's fun. And she is talented. She's a special effects makeup artist, a pinup, a scream queen, and just another fun guest for you guys. Because everybody's like, when are you going to have female guests? Well, we're having female guests.
Yeah.
So, but before we bring her on, what did you want to tackle first?
Wow. First of all, the catastrophe you had in the beginning, your cat, what was going on there? Tell everybody.
My cat is the fussiest eater ever. So I have one cat who's mine. He started out a foster and he's here for good now. He's this giant Maine Coon, pain in the ass, and I love him dearly. And then currently I am taking care of a stray outside as well. So when my fussy eater doesn't eat, the stray outside will eat anything. I've never seen a cat inhale food so quickly. It's just funny, the comparison. Like this one's like, nah, I don't want that. Nah, give me something else. This one, you put a can down in front of him, he's like, I'm good. What else you got? So it's like you always have that one fussy eater, that kid. So yeah, but
yep.
He was letting me know that he was displeased with the food selection I placed in front of him.
So yeah, I kind of saw him go across the camera right before the show.
He went across the camera, he dumped the microphone, he stepped on the keyboard, and he said, F you. So yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, look, a comedian wrote a book called "Cat Are Assholes."
Yes, yes, yes. They obviously knew my cat. So, and I feel like orange cats are gingers. Gingers are in a class of their own as far as people and cats. So yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to say anything else.
No. Before I forget, I also wanted to remind you, if you are in the North Kakalaka area over Thanksgiving, I will be in, and with Eva too. I will be in, where am I going? Winston-Salem.
Winston-Salem, WrestleCade.
Friday. Yep, WrestleCade, Friday and Saturday. Man, this is a stacked show. Anyone and everyone who is still alive in wrestling will be there. So
yes,
it's looking like an amazing show. So if you are a wrestling fan, even to the littlest bit, definitely come out because you will meet everybody and have a good time.
I have the schedule. I actually noted it for Friday and Saturday. If you guys are in the area, from Friday she will be there from 2 to 6, and Saturday from 10 to 2:30.
Yeah,
that is the schedule, and there's some other stuff going on. So
yeah, we're doing some shoots. So we're doing like some Charlie's Angels shoots and stuff after doing this. We're doing the stuff. We're doing this stuff. So
be pretty awesome. So if you're in the area, look her up.
Oh, if we have some really good fans, we should pull one of them in to help us assist on the shoots.
Yeah, and you know what I was thinking too? Gee, maybe we should do some A show footage while we're there.
We could probably do that. We could do that.
Some live stream or something.
Yeah, we could maybe do that. Davian, hello. Thank you. You're very sweet. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, thanks grieving. I like that, Paul. There. Speaking of that, I mean, we're gonna go into a couple things, but do you guys have stress when it comes to having to go home on the holidays and deal with family? I remember I used to, a lot of people have to deal with that drunk uncle or that family member who won't shut the hell up about politics and their way is the only way and that's it, no matter what. Or there's, do you deal with this or I get the impression that there are a lot of people, maybe this group in here, because you're all so smart and, well-read and you're all kind of very aware. Maybe you guys are all kind of the black sheep of the family, like we are.
Yeah. I wonder about that.
So I think we have a black sheep group over here. And cool, awesome tough. Dude. Yes, it is tough. Cool, awesome dude. Thank you. And Sheng Fu, thank you. So yeah.
Before you continue that topic, there is, if you are on Twitch, you can throw bits and you will get what, April?
Tits.
You get a flex. You get,
and if you throw the biddies, you get the titties.
You can also tip April another way. How can you tip you?
Yes, I have Cash App. So if you like what we're doing and you want to support us over here, you can send us a tip on Cash App. It is a little $, April Hunter 13. So super easy. April Hunter 13. Feel free to throw us some if we see it. We love our support. So thank you.
We'll say thank you because somebody did do that after the show last week.
Yeah.
And thank you very much.
Yes.
So,
thank you.
Just wanted to make sure I threw that out there before we moved on. Since somebody threw some bits. So
yes.
Anyway.
And Allie, this is funny. My brother jokingly said, you should bring up politics this Thanksgiving. It saves you a lot of money. Yeah, especially for and Christmas gifts. So
yes. Holy crap. It's tough this time of year anyway. And then you add, some people it's kids or grandkids or just family in general. You have a, issue with a brother or sister or whatever it may be. The brother's wife or sister's husband. There's always that too. The ones that marry into the family that, they don't quite have the same personality.
The in-laws.
They
want you to say the blessing.
So there's that. So you guys put in there about your thoughts on that. I know we came up with a few things of like, what do you do? What do you do to handle it? And April, what's your thoughts on that? And I'll go into some ideas that I found.
Well, all right. It seems like dealing with family is like walking through a minefield. Sometimes, I mean, some people have it really great. Like, family's great, it's awesome. Other people are navigating a literal minefield. And I think there's a lot of expectations. And when you have two different sides with expectations, it takes the fun out of everything. Now, Thanksgiving is one of the cooler holidays because no gifts are expected. So you would think that people would embrace that to the fullest, but that doesn't always seem to happen. So, and Maurizio, thank you. Welcome, welcome. Winona, hello, hello. But that doesn't always seem to be the plan. So I feel like one of the things we have to understand is that we can't control what anyone else does. We can't control what they say, how much they drink, what they do. We can only control us, our reactions, which probably shouldn't be reactions. We should probably have responses. And remember, this is a big one. Not responding is also a response. So, I think this is why weed became so popular at family events. It kind of helps you kind of just let things roll off, But I feel like learning the art of understanding like two things. One is acceptance of who they are. You're not going to change them. Actually, three things. Two is understanding that you can't control them, what they're going to say. You know it ahead of time. You just be like, it's just who they are. I don't have to let it bother me. I don't have to let it irritate me. I don't have to let it get me down. I don't have to let it goad me into something. You can just not respond. You can walk away. You can pretend you didn't hear them. And then the third is, what is the third? Yeah. Well, the third is remembering that we get we get treated like we allow people to treat us. So we have to remember that. So remember to insist. Yes, remember to insist that people treat you a certain way. So.
Yeah, I was guilty with that too. Yeah, I kind of reacted today to something. So yes, I am guilty of that as well, and I know this. But yes, I should have done laughing gas before I reacted. It would have been better, Paul. So yes, that's true. So there were some things, and I should have done it. So yes, I reacted to a family matter today myself instead of sitting back thinking about it and responding properly. Because
care to share with us?
I'll share a little bit. In a nutshell. At work, busy, frantic day. I'm going out of town, obviously, next week. I'm going to be at Russell Cade. And unfortunately, that's not sitting well with some of the family I'm going to miss Thanksgiving with. So I received a text message today that sparked my Italian hairs. And I reacted instead of waited, handled it later, thought about it, called, and responded properly. So instead, I made a phone call and reacted. So now I need to think about that and make a conversation, which I should have done the first time. So, yes, I learned my lesson, and now I need to make an apology or make some phone calls. Take care of that one.
So you made it worse by reacting.
I definitely made it worse by doing that. And here I'm looking at a piece of paper I just wrote the other day about this conversation. And I have right here, don't react right there.
It's so easy to do it when it's on paper, but in real life,
Yeah,
in
and
real
I
life.
fucking did it today.
Okay,
I can't say I don't have a hot hair on my head either. So, and that was my own fault. So.
Yeah. As Michael says, you got to think before you react, and that's it's not easy.
And I'm guilty of it too. I did.
And okay, so here, if I had to quick diagnose what your situation was, you have two parties who feel hurt. Okay, so you have your family feels hurt that you have chosen to leave rather than spend time with them, so they feel slighted, and you feel hurt that they would bother you at work with this. and demand something of you when you've made a choice and you plan this ahead of time.
Correct.
Right? So neither of you is on the same page or understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, that would be a conversation there.
Yeah, I will definitely address that. And yeah, that was my fault. And don't do what I did. So that is a lesson to be learned. But yeah, if I did write some other things down, and it's true. Set expectations early. Be realistic about the situation. Whatever it is, if you're walking into your Thanksgiving gathering, know the people that are going to be there.
I would say don't have expectations, because expectations are premeditated disappointments.
That's a really good point. I guess I was looking
don't assume, don't have expectations.
That's a really good point. I guess I didn't look at it that way. I think I was figuring, as you know, that drunk uncle can be drunk at most of the occasions.
That's it. Yeah.
So you know that may happen. That's okay. Good point.
That's acceptance, not expectations.
That's right. So yeah, that was actually wrong. And I was thinking of it as that way, but yeah, when they wrote that down, that's wrong. So I guess it's more like, how would you handle that if you run into your drunk uncle? So I have an idea for that. What's your idea for that if you know the drunk uncle is going to be there?
So you got drunk uncle who loves watching CNN nonstop or Fox News or MSNBC or whatever, and they just parrot everything to you, the la 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 la, and you have the choice of you can smile and nod. My favorite that somebody brought up to me is change the topic to food. Everybody loves talking about food. So find a topic about food or pets that is a common topic. Everybody, like, did you hear about this restaurant? Or have you ever tried this kind of pizza? Or I tried making duck l'orange the other day, and I think I screwed it up. Have you ever tried to make it? Or something. Bring up food.
Mm-hmm.
Because
that's a good idea.
Food is a common thing. We all freaking love it, right?
Or change the subject to laughter. Something that's funny.
Well, not everybody finds
a funny memory,
funny, but yeah.
A funny memory.
Yeah.
That you can connect with that uncle with.
Oh, and speaking of funny, Lon says, did you hear about the vegetarian Thanksgiving meals? They are chive turkeys.
I've never had beef with vegetarians. I saw that one too in his response. And then there's also this one too. Dissect that turkey.
Oh.
So yeah, there's lots of set boundaries.
There's always, I need to go outside to get some air. I got to make a phone call.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now the phone call thing, I've seen that happen in gatherings before. Okay, so I'll bring a story up with that.
You could say I'm on call at the hospital, and they could be like, "You're not a doctor," and you could be like, "Well, I am now."
There's that too. So, and I'm going to bring up a scenario with that one though.
Okay, Winona says use music and art too. They're pretty universal. Movies too.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
movies are a good one too. TV, just TV shows in general.
Yeah,
that is a good one. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Your scenario.
No. So this is actually a couple true ones. So you know the brother. So the brother, the phone call thing. So anytime he was struggling with the room situation, he would walk outside, either have a cigarette or get on the phone. And somebody would guarantee to go out there and drag him back in. What are you doing? How rude is that of you to go outside and do that?
Mm.
There's that scenario. So I don't know if always the phone or the cigarette or the break may actually sometimes enhance the situation, make it worse or better. That's really a tricky situation. I've seen it go the wrong way multiple times, unfortunately, within my family.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Some families know no boundaries. They're very invasive and they don't respect other people at all.
Right? There's that.
They only respect themselves, like their own. They think that the world revolves around right here. So I don't know.
Yeah. So maybe art, maybe just hide in the bathroom.
Right.
So anyway, yeah.
When all else fails, you have a stomach ache. Go to the bathroom. That's what you can tell everybody. I gotta go to the stomach ache.
Yeah. And you got toilet paper, got milk, you know.
Yeah, if anybody has any advice, please throw it into the chat.
Yeah, please do. Or like you said, the body is trying to get out of the hearse. I would love to borrow your hearse for a day, dude. I saw you have a white one now too.
Yeah, we got to get you on here one of these days.
Oh, I know, right?
Dr. Bear.
Yeah, don't take things personally. The escape plan. I think a lot of people have escape plans. Yeah, that's planning ahead too.
What you just said, don't take things personally. It's really, really hard when it's family, but honestly,
yeah, don't
take 95% of everything in life. Don't take it personally. Like that is a big thing. And I think I think two things in have helped me tremendously. The first is stop caring what people think. And somebody even put it, they put it this way: if you don't feed me, fuck me, or pay me, I don't care what you think. But even past that, I'm not even sure you should care so much past that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Limit your fucks, honestly. limit your fucks. Limit the ones you give, limit the ones you care about. So yeah, stop caring about what people think and live your best life. And the other thing is don't take things personally, because I find that, and I have found that, and reading all the time, just talking to people are very self-motivated. They're very into, how do I put this, into themselves. So they're, a lot of times when they're making decisions or saying things, they're seeing everything through their own lens, their own experience, their own priorities and motivations, what they can get out of it, their own hurt and fear. So if somebody takes a jab at you, sometimes it has more to do with them than you. So for some reason you have, I hate the word trigger, but you have triggered that response in them. And it's not you so much as it is them and something they haven't dealt with. So if you react to that, and you take it personally, you shouldn't, because that's something unfinished, unsolved, undealt with on their end. So, shrug it off. And that could go as far as your family too.
I was going to say, I'm living my life. I'm enjoying life.
Yeah. But, how much therapy and how much addressing of issues has your family gone through in their life? Have they done therapy? Have they gone through anything that would help them address certain things, and how to treat other people and not take out things and not take out issues on other people? Have they ever dealt with that? Because a lot of people are dealing with PTSD every day. And I don't mean like military PTSD.
Oh no,
I mean, since COVID, and even maybe before, a lot of people, and I would reckon to say almost a majority now of people walking around have some form of PTSD that we are not really wanting to to deal with, but it's there. So that makes us highly reactive and hurt people hurt people. And I think that's why we have this really crappy vibe going on right now. So the sooner we acknowledge that and work on our own shit, the faster we start treating other people better. And we stop taking their stuff so personally.
I agree with that 100%. Thank you.
So
you have some, and thank you for that. And honestly, that's a good question. I suspect that they have not done that.
Yeah, you got to remember, they're not special because they're family. They're just like any other stranger out there. They're going to be the same problems, same issues. Just because it's your a mother or a grandmother or an aunt or a sister or a cousin, they're no different than dealing with any other adult who could be rude or not follow boundaries or be an asshole or be dealing with fear. Just because they're your assholes doesn't mean they're going to treat you any better. So
that's true.
So you kind of have to be a little forgiving and understanding where they come from sometimes. And, If they haven't done the work, guess they always take it out on the ones they love. That's you. That's fucking you. All right.
Yeah.
Michael says, the thing I do is help others and listen to their situations. I never really think of myself. I do need space at times. Yes. And be careful of that, because if you don't have a good balance where you think too much of others and you're too much in service to others, it makes you a target to be taken advantage of, those who are takers or narcissistic. So, and I would probably bet that at some point in your life, you've been in that relationship somewhere along the way. So you have to be careful and also be willing to graciously accept as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole different podcast right there.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Winona.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just because Winona says I sometimes go and find a pet or a baby or a child to put my focus on. I've had enough of the adults in the room.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have some more cool, awesome dude threw some more stuff out there for you.
Oh, cool, awesome
dude.
Thank you.
It
thank
is
you.
Tuesday.
Thank you. Thank you.
First stuff
Thank
out
you.
there.
Titty Tuesday. Hell yeah.
That's right.
Thank you.
We have
and Michael says friends become family.
That is
they
accurate.
do. They're the family you can choose, right? Like pets and friends are the family we choose. I love it.
Yeah, no shit. Right on. We do have quite a few things we could cover real quick before she comes on, if you'd like.
Let's knock them out, okay? Just in case you got here late, I just want to tell you real fast. Tonight we welcome Sarah Brunner, the Florida special effects makeup artist and cosplayer who specializes in the beautifully grotesque. Known to her fans as Little Witchums, her creations stalk the line between fantasy and nightmare. If you've ever wondered how many monsters are born, stay tuned. Yep. All right, what do we got before she joins us?
I just want to throw something out there. I don't know if for the people that might work in the corporate world, you may have been seeing some things change on your like payroll or check-in or clocking in, where they're asking you to do passkeys, even on your apps on your phone. Do not set up passkeys.
Now, what is a passkey? Passkey is when you put your phone password in, right?
Right. So on some of the apps, it's asking you, like even on possibly your banking app, it might ask you, hey, do you want to make, they're calling it a passkey instead of a PIN.
Okay.
So like, for instance, taxes, when you do taxes, you remember you had to create a PIN?
Yep.
Now they're starting to call it a passkey. So this is a passkey or a PIN that they're asking you to use on across everything. This is the next step for digital ID. Don't believe me? Look it up. So all these updates have been going on the last week or two. All of a sudden now this is coming across the board and is coming across as and it is the next step to digital ID. They're using it overseas already as and also too in some parts of America already where they have digital IDs in some of the states. The passkey is what you use to identify who you are. So it is the next part of it. So anyway, I just wanted to say that out there. Be aware. Do not use it. Keep your passwords and make sure you deny it and use your password instead. So you can change that, because once you do a passkey, you cannot go back to passwords. Yeah, just so you know, you are stuck.
That's really good. Thank you for bringing that up. I also wanted to add in that Gmail quietly set up a situation with AI where AI thank you, Dabian. We appreciate that so much. Yay, we got a tip. Thank you. Yeah, this is all digital ID. They're going to slip it in. It's going to be voluntary. Then it's going to be suggested. Then you're going to be punished for it.
And so being suggested now.
Yeah. So kind of like the mandatory vaccines. It's going to be like that. So if this is our second chance, guys, everybody, ladies, everyone, this is our chance now to do what we did not do in 2020. And this is just take a stand and say, no, okay, this is ridiculous. So now we learned, right? I think the overwhelming majority of us learned from the pandemic, and I hate calling it that, but that's exactly what it was. There was a catalyst to change how we live, to do this. So now that they're trying to do this was the plan. So, Now we have a chance. We can stand up and say no because we see it. So just so you know, Gmail is pushing in, or did push in, an AI feature on your Gmail. So a lot of people use it. It allows AI to read every single message you get and send, all your calendar, everything. So it scans all of it. So you can disable that. So you go to Gmail, you go to that little gear thing, settings, you click that. You may have to click more settings, and then you scroll down. You keep scrolling until you see at the near the bottom before signature, you'll see something called smart features. So you're going to disable, there's two different areas. You're going to disable your smart features, and then they can't scan your email, your calendars, everything you're sending, looking at. So you may want to do that to opt out. So they're doing a lot of this. Apple is also pushing in. They quietly updated and did the same thing with the digital ID.
I also went into my phone and did that too.
Yeah.
I think I told you that. I went in and disabled my Google Assistant.
Yeah.
And Google AI Assistant, because I don't want their shit. They can kiss my ass.
Yeah. Steve is saying Microsoft does something similar called Copilot.
Yep. Disabled that on my computer.
Yeah. Ali's saying make Orwell fiction again. Yes, exactly.
You can disable it. Do it. I encourage you. And use that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the more I look at that Brave browser, whoever brought it up in here, and multiple people.
Yeah, I think that was Alex and Ali.
That thing's amazing. Thank you. And DuckDuckGo is amazing, but man, Brave, that one is awesome.
And thank you. I feel so fortunate. We have so many techies in here that know a lot more than we do. So thank you for sharing your information with us. We appreciate you.
Disable it.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Please continue to share with us.
What else do you have? I got a couple
real quick. Flock cameras. Flock cameras have come to Florida and everywhere. So if you don't know what flock cameras are, we're going to go into more detail on this on our next show because we are running out of time. We have quite a bit to cover on the show after this one. We're going to have a pre-recorded Thanksgiving show next week because we're not going to be here, but we're going to cover flock cameras. We're going to cover, oh boy, did we go down a rabbit hole. We just started looking at the Lone Star tick and oh my God. There are so many unethical experiments that have been done on Americans. It is unfucking believable. So if you ever heard somebody say that they thought this happened, they're probably right. But we uncovered a lot of stuff that is really, really interesting. And the good news is you're not crazy.
No.
You're not crazy. Neither. Nope. Maybe your drunk uncle's not crazy either. So we're going to go over some stuff that is super interesting. That was not in our history books. No. But we flock cameras in Florida, and these are causing a problem. And what's interesting is that in the UK, I think 90% of the flock cameras were destroyed by an underground movement. I forget the name of the underground movement, but excuse me. But couldn't we just shoot those out? I mean, it's Florida, it's open carry. Now, I am asking for a friend. My friend wanted me to ask that question. But how?
I've heard lots of different things in reference to that. So I've heard people have been running the poles down with their trucks because Florida is Florida, and we do have big trucks, and people have been taking them out. I know one was taken out right up the road from me. From that, somebody took their 4x4 to plow the fucker over.
Keep doing this. Keep doing the good work.
So right on.
Flock camera footage is public. Anyone can access it. So if you are trying to get away from your ex, they can access this and find out where you are.
Yeah, and there's also a lot of bad going on with that too. So we'll dig into more. I have a lot I'd like to dig into with that.
Yeah. So Lone Star Tick, as Steve says, is diabolical. You don't even. I mean, this goes way back. This goes back to Nazis coming to America with Operation Paperclip, and then developing bioengineered weaponry in the form of bugs. This is deep, people. So we're gonna bring it to you soon. Okay.
So much shit on this. Oh my God.
I mean, there's some stuff that I didn't never. I have all kinds of. I have every fashion of tinfoil hat. Okay. I have a beret. I have a cowboy hat. I have a classic tinfoil. I have a baseball hat. I have never gotten a tinfoil hat this deep where I've seen this stuff. I had no idea. So this is fascinating stuff. So yeah, we're gonna go there. It'll be interesting. You guys are going to be so much smarter and so much more aware. Allie says, I don't trust Microsoft, and Linux is so good now. I can even run Windows stuff on Linux.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's good to know.
especially with Windows 11, nothing but problems. So Windows 11 is taking screenshots of everything you do. I mean, everything you do. So every couple of seconds. So everything you look at, read, write, send, do, Windows 11 is capturing a screenshot. So please know that. There you go. You're welcome. And last but not least, before we bring on our wonderful guest, I think, unless she's
not there yet, so I got a few
No.
more things we can keep going. So
I wanted to say that multiple people told me about Devin Michaels. The court case was on TV. And what I saw actually looked like Devin. What I found out is a case of serious karma. Okay, so Devin Michaels, my friend, who I've done photo shoots with from Las Vegas, and who eventually went from the feature industry and the adult magazines. She later went into the full-on XXX adult industry. She got out of the adult industry later. Her name is spelled Devon Michaels. So apparently some girl came along later, and basically somebody must have said, hey, you look like Devin Michaels. So she just took her name, changed it to Devyn, and she was in the adult industry and just basically cruised in off of whatever Devin had done and took her name. And in the meantime, I guess what happened, according to this whole story, was that she killed her husband and beheaded him so that she could be with her stepson. So, of course, when you see a Devin Michaels that has done this, I'm getting all these messages because this is the name of my friend. So, not the same Devin Michaels. Just wanted to put that out there. But I just think that karmically, it's very interesting that somebody who would not do the work, would not develop their own character, would not. This is the type of person who would steal somebody else's image and name, and now has how many years life sentence?
Man, she was convicted of first-degree murder the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the stepson didn't stay with her anyway, just so you know.
Well, yeah. I mean, would you?
No.
I mean, if your woman beheaded their former whatever, there's a really good chance that's going to happen to you. It's kind of like if you met somebody while they're cheating on you, they're probably going to cheat. If they cheated with you, they're going to cheat.
By the way,
yeah. If they cheat with you, they're probably going to cheat on you. So if they beheaded somebody with you, they're probably going to behead you too.
Yeah, and the lost head has not been found either. Yeah, I feel bad for the kids. The dad's kids lost. Come on. Yeah.
So that's crazy. So anyway, without further ado, let me bring on our wonderful guest. Like I said, tonight we welcome Sarah Brunner, the Florida special effects makeup artist and cosplayer who specializes in beautifully grotesque, known to our fans as Little Witchums, LITTLEWITCHMS. That's her social media. Her creations stalk the line between fantasy and nightmare. She is a pinup model, a year-round Halloween enthusiast whose home is basically a perpetual spooky season. My kind of people, right? As a dedicated cosplayer, convention goer, and costume designer, she brings creativity to everything she touches. And she joins the show to share her passion for transforming imagination into reality. Yay!
Hey.
Welcome! Hi, Sarah. So glad you can join us.
Glad to be here.
I am thrilled to death. We are taking Sarah's podcast cherry tonight.
Oh,
Definitely are.
well, nice to meet you, Sarah.
Yes.
Nice to see you again.
Yes, we are her first podcast, so I am thrilled to death to be that. So,
yes.
So tell us about you. What are you working on?
I'm working on a few things actually. I'm currently working on oh, actually let me grab the mannequin. It might
Oh yeah, let's see.
Ooh, the
uh,
mannequin. All right.
well
Oh, we got show and tell.
there's about 3 or 4 of them hidden in my room. Come on, Bertha. Um, so this is an Elsa dress that I started bedazzling
Let me see if I can
for
get
a
this
charity event that I'm going to be in on Thanksgiving. It's actually going to be at Donatello's Italian restaurant over in Tampa. They do it every year. It's like a big event for helping out people, and then they also just bring in like a lot of cosplayers as characters. It's just a lot of good photo ops for the families and the kids, you know. But
Awesome.
that's one of the main things I'm working on. The horror side, I've got a blind mag transition that I'm going to be working on because I know you saw my blind mag at Spooky Empire in my photos, but I haven't done. It's going to be a transition where she. Oops, I can't see, but it's okay. It's going to be a transition where she's coming out of her eye, and I actually made the dagger eyeball effect.
Oh my God, that's fantastic.
That is so cool.
And I mean, I've got various other things. I've got another cape I'm making for Elsa, for the original Elsa, because I made it last year for the Tampa Bay Riverwalk, actually. And I decided to redo it and give it a little bit more of a secure structure versus last year. It just kind of blew everywhere with the wind, so it blew the snowflakes off and the hot glue off, and it was interesting.
Yeah, I bet you have a bunch of stories of things that in
Oh,
theory
good.
worked, but in practice was something completely different.
Yeah, yeah. There's quite a few in the archives.
Yeah, oh yeah. So while you were showing the mannequin, I was trying to make the screen bigger and I accidentally did that failed. So could you show that again?
Oh,
Because speaking of in theory and practice, I screwed up.
are we talking about Spooky Room? Or are we talking about?
Yeah, the first thing you did when you were showing everything.
Your mannequin.
Yes,
This,
your mannequin.
I see the
oh,
arm in the hand.
this guy. Well, I've only got the one sleeve done because this took me about 6 hours.
Oh my
wow.
God. You do every one of those stones by
Mhm.
hand? Wow.
Every
Yeah.
single one.
Wow.
It came with some because this was an eBay treasure find, I'd like to call it, because I was really just looking for the velvet base, and it had some stones on it. Sorry, my mannequin is having some other ideas currently. Bertha, stay. Anyway, yell at inanimate objects like in Beauty and the Beast. It works. Um, so it came with like just some little sporadic diamonds on it, but I really didn't like it, so I just said, you know what, popped them all off and just started it a couple days ago, and finally just sat down and said, okay, ADHD, quit acting up and just go for it. It's just like start one project, wait, bounce over to another project, bounce over to another project, and
It's a thing, right? It's like 8 tentacles going everywhere.
it's only
So-
8. I think it's more like 6.
Yeah. Like, we relate. We understand. There's a lot of gifts with ADHD though.
Yeah, it's
So,
true.
a lot of benefits.
And we get
So-
a
The
lot of
artistic
very
side
short.
as well. So
Yes.
Yes, the neurodivergence unite.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So how can we
Oh,
ever run into you before? We must have run into you somewhere.
You did. I was Lily at the Tampa Bay Screams Halloween party.
Yeah.
I was Lily
Well,
Munster.
I mean, besides that was the first time I remember, but we must have seen you somewhere.
That's the first time I remember meeting you guys formally. I mean, we might have, run into each other in passing over the years, but I mean, I go to a lot of horror conventions. I go to a lot of Comic-Con conventions. I go to a lot of local shows, for the music scene. I mean, we probably crossed paths and didn't realize it, honestly.
yeah,
So-
that's what I'm thinking
I mean,
too.
Tampa Bay is so small, it's like everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, how did we not run into you before? Because we do all the same things, all the horror conventions, the
Mhm.
Comic Cons. So I guess Tampa Bay is not quite as small as we thought.
Like I said, magic.
Yeah. How long have you been doing this, and how did you get into it?
SFX
And what's the most favorite thing you've done?
Oh goodness, that one we'll come back to because I got to think
Okay.
about that one. There's so far as SFX, I kind of started playing around with it when I was about 16 or 17 because I'm just like, how the hell do they do that? Like how do they make it look so realistic? And I just started. I mean, back when the internet wasn't as good, you know, when I was in high school. I'm sitting there just kind of researching what I could, and then I just got some makeup and just started playing with it, really. And so far as costuming, I got into that when I was in theater because I grew up actually doing like dance repertoires like ballet, jazz, tap, musical theater, Irish clogging. I mean, I did all of it.
Wow.
And I learned how to do like backstage hand, costuming, you know, different things just in that environment over the years. And I did that all the way through college. I want to say for about 5 or 6 years through college. And then afterwards, I just kind of found the cosplay scene through a buddy of mine, and then he brought me to a few conventions. I'm like, ooh, what's this? And I was, you know, kind of big into the goth scene. And then I saw cosplayers, you know, kind of intermingle in the goth scene, and I was like, huh. And I just picked a character and just kind of went with it, and here we are.
That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah. Kind of came full circle.
I worked on a film last week. It was a creature feature.
Mhm.
And you know, another gator film that makes gators look bad. It's crocodiles, people. It's crocodiles. But gators are fine. It's the crocodiles you got to worry about. But the attack scene makeup with the gouges everywhere and the blood everywhere.
I saw that.
I filmed them doing the makeup with all the gashes and the slices and everything.
Those are so fun to do.
Oh my God. It was like literally, it was art watching her create all the gashes and then fill them in with the blood and the, you know, bits of skin and everything. Do you ever do anything like that or aspire to work on any of the films or anything like that?
I actually just worked with Bad Monkey Productions with the film Everyday White.
Oh,
yeah.
We love those guys.
We just did like a bloodbath scene, and we did like a severed head scene where I had to rig the blood up. Excuse me, the blood up through the head and make it like squirt out as the guy was curb stomping it, quote unquote. Cool. I did all of his bruising or not bruising, burn marks throughout the movie, and then there was like a few parts where I had to, you know, bloody somebody up like they just got massacred. So that was, you know, that was always fun.
That's exciting. I'm sorry. As Dr. Paul's going, oh, stop smiling. Yes,
she's so into this. She said, like,
I love this shit.
She was over this weekend, and I have not taken all my Halloween decorations down because I refuse. And she sat there and she just looked so sad. She's like,
oh,
she's like, I'm just not ready. I'm not ready for Christmas. I just want it to be Halloween still.
All year.
Actually, that's one of the guys.
Oh my God, that's so great.
Nice.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
So,
I love it.
So yeah, I think you guys have that in common for sure.
I love gore. Anything horror and gore. Dr. Paul shared that picture with me from last OCC everywhere. Trust me.
Yeah, you're speaking her language when you're talking about blood and gore and brains and guts and
brains. And
Actually, it's funny you mentioned Gator Films earlier because I'm actually going to be assisting with the SFX for Die Delta Pi Part 2 in the spring.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and then I've been talking to Fredel and Ray about possibly working with him on Blood Moon Harvest, so that's going to be exciting too. And I actually just heard back earlier this week. I'm going to be a featured guest at a Comic-Con in St. Pete that's called Sunshine City Scare, and it's basically like St. Pete's horror convention. You know, it's like it's kind of like Scaradise and Spooky Empire, but it's just based in St. Pete. So they've got me as a featured guest in August for that coming up.
That's great. I'm happy to hear that. So that's
a lot of
one of our viewers has a question for you. Winona's asking, what is the most intricate SFX makeup you've ever done, and how long did it take?
Intricate. Let me pull the picture up because not a lot of people know. Because not a lot of people know the character. Oh, well, this was a fun one from back when I did Harley Quinn. Just to give an example. That's probably my favorite, but the most intricate one that I've ever done to this day, somewhere in a galaxy far, far away. Are you familiar with X-Men with like Emma Frost, the Diamond Lady? So you know how a lot of the cosplayers will do like the transformation from Mystique to, you know, human Mystique, and it's like a split. So I decided to do a Diamond version of Emma Frost.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
So I sat there for about
I
4 hours
like that.
before Clearwater Comic Con. Thank you. And just dotting each of those on. And then I did it for a few more years and I just kept expanding it down. And I finally got it down to about here. Can't find those photos to save my life because it was 10 years ago. But, you
Oh
know,
my God.
that was probably my most
Wow.
intricate one that I've done. It's not, I know it's not really gore related. I know it's not really like gore related, but if I had to put intricate, that was definitely the most intricate.
That's a lot of patience right there.
Yeah.
So yes, a lot of work, a lot of
Yeah.
patience. Kudos.
Well, I like,
Yeah.
you know, the little niche things that you can just like hyper focus on, you know, for like a hobby. I mean, I crocheted when I was younger too, and it was just like
Yeah.
constantly doing the same thing over and over again. I don't know. It's just like it's
Mhm.
calming for me.
Yes, I'm not the gore person. She is. I appreciate the.
I have a question.
I appreciate the last one.
Like for instance, TV shows. You probably look at TV shows differently or movies and say,
Mhm.
"Oh, I can do that," or "I can't do that," or "That's cool."
Or
Do you have like?
it's more of how can I do that? Not I can't do that. It's more like, okay, what are the mechanics behind this? I have a small background in electronic engineering because my father's an electronic engineer. He's had his own company, built like speakers and everything. So he taught me how to like build printed circuit boards and do like soldering and stuff. So I'm sitting there thinking, how can we rig a little board to like with a switch or something to make this easier, to make it like automatically work versus like manually hand pumping or something like that. So, I mean, I kind of just like incorporate that a lot with just the general artsy fact to kind of just, and then I kind of just play around with it, you know, just like trial and error everything until it works really. Because if you don't try it, you're not going to know, right?
Mhm.
Is there a TV or a movie, a TV show or movie that you look at and get inspiration from, or anything recent or anything like that?
um, the original movie that got me into gore and like horror was House of a Thousand Corpses, you know, classic.
Mhm.
There.
Good one. Yeah.
So far as recent, I've been really interested in like the sci-fi builds. Honestly, like they had a Resident Alien that just came out, and then there was the Orville. You know, it's like a spoof of Star Trek and like Star Trek Next
Mhm.
Generation, like all combined together. So how they've been doing like that recently, I've been wondering how they do the large scale frames. And I've actually thought about taking like a few of the classes that they offer at Spooky Empire, but usually just schedules haven't lined up for that yet. That's keyword yet. Like it will happen.
What was that show where they tend to use the same cast over and over again, but every season is different? And it's a horror show, but it's not super gory. And
American Horror
do
Story.
you know who I'm thinking about?
Yeah.
Lady Gaga was on it, and
American Horror Story.
thank you. Yes.
Yes.
So I feel like was this ever an inspiration, or did you ever find any of that?
So I only got through the first 2 seasons of that, believe it or not. They lost me in the third season for some reason.
Okay.
It just didn't keep my attention. But like in the first 2 seasons, I did like how they just did the subtle like gore where it's like you could have the hint of it, but it wasn't like full blown like you would see in say like a Saw movie or any of the recent Rob Zombie movies like Devil's Rejects or The Munsters. You know, it's like I like the subtletyness of it, but also at the same time, I do love a good bloodbath.
Well, there might be a suggestion for you on that. That's where I was kind of wondering, have you checked out that new It show, Derry?
It is on the list of shows to watch because the list is getting very long, and I need to play catch
It
up.
is very long. There's some really good things
I
out
hate
there.
clowns.
Oh, this isn't a clown. This is absolute intense. I don't even know how to. It's a different class. I watched episode 3 last night. It was just, I'm not. I don't get horrified. It is like, what the fuck did I just watch? Between the gore and like the mechanics of the whole show, it is something.
Right.
It fucks with your head pretty good. So I'm just saying it, being open about it. Excuse my mouth, but there's no really way to put it except for it just fucks with you. But
Great.
it's really. They have a really fantastic way of doing the blood and the gore on the show.
I mean, I've read the book, so I know like the background of the It story and the It movies and everything like that. So I kind of have an idea of what the show would be like, but I haven't actually gotten to just sit down and watch it, because that's one of those ones I want to actually sit and watch it, not have it as a background as I'm like sitting there doing something, because that's what
you'll miss something in that one.
yeah,
Yes.
because that's what usually ends up happening. I watched the what was it, the Black Phone 2 3 times over just to catch every single thing, because I was fidgeting with something, or like fixing a wig, or fixing another cosplay, and I'm just like, okay, I need to pay attention for at least this part, because I missed this part last time.
Okay, so you have, let's just say, just for fun,
Mm-hmm.
you have unlimited budget. Somebody's come along and they've sponsored whatever fantasy thing you want to create. What is it that you're building? What are you putting together?
Ooh,
That's a good one.
Honestly,
Sky's the limit.
Recently, just because I haven't, believe it or not, I've never actually seen the show. It was one of those, it got way too popular too quick and lost my attention for that reason. But I actually want to build a Demogorgon from Stranger Things. That would be like ultimate like build right there, just to do it from like start to finish. That, and on like a I don't want to say smaller scale, but like a more intricate scale, I'd want to build like a Borg from Star Trek, like we are the Borg, you will be assimilated type, like the full casting of that. That'd be really cool to make, especially with one of the ones that has like the little eye that moves around, and does like a little scan.
I dig it.
Sounds interesting.
I like it.
All right, April, what else you got? You had a couple questions on yours.
So if you had to go back, if you could go back and give your younger self some advice, what would that advice be?
Oh, that's easy. Stop caring what other people think, and if you have a passion, go for it. And stop trying to. I'll cheers you with my energy drink there.
I guess my green juice, but hey, yes.
I'm on water at the moment.
I like that.
Yeah, it was a late lesson learned in life, so it was like I always wanted to go a little bit more professional with like my career, because that's what you were supposed to do by societal standard, but it was just like something I was never fully engulfed in. Like I initially wanted to go into like abnormal psychology for child development, and I did go to college for that. But there were some life instances, and I ended up not finishing my bachelor's, and I was like, well, I'll go in a different direction. I went into retail and sales, and then I still just kind of kept up with my hobbies, and just kind of came full circle, this last year and a half. And now I'm actually doing what I love, and I keep sitting here going, wow, I should have been doing this a lot sooner. Like, this is amazing.
That's cool.
Good for you, though. At least you're doing it, though. Good for you.
Yeah, when I first went to school, I was taking all my pre-med classes, and abnormal psych was in there. Did you find that as you're working your way through that class, you start diagnosing yourself and everybody around you with everything? You're
my God.
Oh my God, do I have this? Oh my God, everybody has this.
It's so bad, because you see the studies and like the boards, and you're like, I'm never going to be like that. And then you sit there after a couple of semesters, and you're like, oh God, I'm like that.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Definitely guilty of that. Definitely guilty of it occasionally. Like, am I this person? No, I can't be that person.
I know. That's funny too. Have you ever had an ex call you a narcissist?
Oh yeah.
So, and then wait, did you ever question
it? Initially, when I wasn't too familiar on, narcissism, it wasn't like my strong forte. There was that question of, I wonder if I fit the bracket. But the more I studied it, because, I actually, another background, I was homeschooled actually all the way up through college. So I tend to just, if I want to find something out, like information wise, I'm going to study it. I'm going to study it thoroughly. So I got Belle as my girl for a reason, I absolutely loved reading. But, I just nosedived into it because it went on for way too long. And I just was like, this sounds like projection. I wonder.
That's what I'm asking for. Because I think, I would say probably 50% of everybody has been called a narcissist by an ex at some point or another.
100%.
So for those who have actually questioned it and then start digging into it and going, well, am I a narcissist? Just the very fact that you've asked yourself if you are a narcissist and started questioning it means that you're not a narcissist.
I've heard that therapist. It seems to track most of the time.
Yeah. That's generally the rule of thumb.
So
So,
looks like a duck and walks like a duck and quacks like a duck.
so have you found? So you said you're neurodivergent and have ADHD. Have you found that that really helps with being creative? Because I've always felt like the same. I would say the same chemicals that kind of make us crazy are the same ones that make us creative.
50-50 depending on the scenario. Because like when I have a lot of time to build something, like I'm actually one of my bigger builds, I guess you can call it, that I've been going slower on because I just want it to be like it's so huge. I just don't want it to. I don't want it to get fucked up. Just to be blatant about it, because I don't want it to like get all the wrap on it and then it just breaks. But Little Shop of Horrors, the big plant Audrey.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually in the middle of making a build of that, and that I've had a lot of time to work on. I was going to do it for Halloween, but it's like I didn't want to. For some reason, I couldn't get my brain to focus. Like I just did not want to start it, And I was just like, okay, got a little bit closer, started a nosedive on it, and then lo and behold, ended up with a gig I was working anyway. So I was like, oh, okay, so we're gonna go do this weekend instead. And then it kind of sat, and then I picked it back up again. And I'm just like, all right, and then I banged out like all the teeth for it. So it's in another room, and it doesn't fit through a door very well. So I would bring it on, but I'll bring her on, one time when she's actually done. But
Awesome.
but then there's been times like actually, I've got the cape back there. Let me grab it real quick.
Show and tell.
Cool.
I love it.
I like this. I like it.
Well, it makes a little bit more sense with this one.
I dig it. What's in the background? I see something cool in the
I
back.
know. I see. It looks like a bat. And then I saw earlier a sack dude.
Yeah.
The guy with the sack.
That's my blue bat guy. Yeah, it's like a giant. He's like a giant plushie that I found at Sam's. It's like a giant squishable.
Oh my god, that's great.
He's a big. Well, but this was actually for the. Whoops, if I turn it the right way. This was actually for the Riverwalk Christmas parade.
That's really cool.
And thank you. I made it in literally a day and a half.
What did you do? What are they? Like, is that material? Like,
so this, I was trying to get all the lights on. So
I feel like I would totally wear that for anything.
It's
I just wear it to walk around the house.
Oh, it's got a little weight to it because of the lights, but
I love that.
It's just painted felt snowflakes on top of like glitter tool. And then I just took a hot glue gun. I don't know if you can see it that well, but I just took a hot glue gun and just kind of, laid the LEDs on it and then just glued the snowflakes on top. Now, normally I would have used E3000 or 5000, but I had a whole, basically a night to glue it together. So I just said, you know what? This is what it's going to be.
And what
is
did
that
you
like
do?
a blue?
What's the top look like? It's just like a cape, basically?
It's, I don't know if this is a little bit better and you can see.
Oh, you can see it. Your camera's really good. We can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good.
That's cool.
A little tie around. Thank you. And she just went around because we were on the Riverwalk boat for the Tampa Bay boat parade over at Riverwalk, and I just wanted to make this one light up.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's pretty.
I love it.
I like the color.
I absolutely love it.
What's the thing next to it that's green?
This is actually going to be for this Saturday.
Not being nosy or anything. Yeah.
No, I'm actually interviewing you as a costume maker for me.
Oh,
You didn't know this, but this is your job interview. No.
Well, this one I actually got off of Spirit just because I haven't gone down the bodysuit route. This is my Rogue from X-Men 97. I'm going to be wearing her for Urban Tampa Bay Cosplay in St. Pete. It's like a new little convention that they just came up with, and they're going to be starting during week. And then my cosplay just for myself, I'm going to be doing a kind of a, I don't know if I want to do Ghost of Christmas Past with her, but that's what the vibe I'm kind of feeling, is making like a haunted.
Haunted's good.
I dig it. Wouldn't it be nice if it's not 82 degrees?
Right?
All these beautiful Christmas things, and then I'm thinking, oh yeah, it's great if it's not 86 degrees here.
That's actually the funny you mentioned that. My Snow White that I actually cosplay occasionally, she's all velvet like up top, and then I made sleeves to like cover my tattoos up, to make it look a little bit more like the character. And I wore her for Tampa Bay Comic Con in August. I was dying, like walking around the stairs. I'm just sitting there like, Don't break character. Don't break character. Oh my god, I'm so
Yeah,
I actually stalked your page and saw that. It looked really cool.
yeah,
thank you.
yeah. Some of the
Yeah.
costumes I see people in the dead of August, and
Oh, yeah.
they're just head to toe with. Oh,
Aw.
that's so cool.
It's
That's
actually
cool.
it doubles over as a purse.
I
And it
like
has
it.
a pocket underneath here, and then got my little bird rings.
Aw,
I mean, she's not
I
Snow
love
White.
it.
She's
Not
thought
Snow
of
White
everything.
without birds.
Oh my god.
That
Oh,
is cool.
I used to be a feature entertainer, a burlesque dancer.
Oh,
And
really?
the intricate costumes that I had made were so detailed. That's what it reminds me of that you're showing. Because I had all of these capes and things with feathers and
Oh, I
little
can
bits
imagine.
and little pieces. It was beautiful. Everything was themed. So
Mhm.
it's just bringing back all those memories.
Wow.
Imagine. It's actually fun.
Yes.
From the green all the way over in my closet it's literally nothing but costumes.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah, I
between
know somebody like that.
I just I either make stuff, I find stuff at Goodwill, I find stuff on eBay, and just
Know
buy
somebody
it.
like
Or
that.
I mean, I did go and splurge at Spirit a little bit this year because they had 50% off, and then one time I think I
Yeah.
saw like a couple 75% off items, so I'm like, okay, we're gonna stock up, and I got like almost $900 worth of stuff for $250.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
It's
I know
like,
somebody
yeah.
shops like that. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, and how big is your closet? I think I'm asking for a friend there. Okay. Okay. Wow.
It's just a little one tier. It's just a little one tier rod with a dresser inside it. That's all.
Yeah, I got problems. I got closet problems.
Yeah, I do have way more boots than I have room for. Like I do have like a stack of shoes that are just in boxes, and they do get worn. But it's like one of those. Oh goodness, I'm running out of room. Do I condense? No, because I use most of these.
Yeah.
Just get another closet.
I have a situation where it's actually a decent sizable closet, but the people who had the house before me kind of customized things. So only one side is the normal closet where it's tall, and I wear a lot of long dresses. That's just my thing. I love like a Jessica Rabbit dress, even as a sundress. So I only have half the closet for everything. And unfortunately, half of that is cut because it's Ren Fair clothing. So it's all my costumes and Ren Fair clothing. So my own clothes, I get this much room. I'm like, to squish everything in. And then the other side is it's shortened. They built shelves everywhere. So it's just, I can fit like t-shirts over there and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can relate.
I know. First world problems, right? First world problems.
Yeah, well, they're still tedious. Because you're trying to find that one specific piece of clothing, and then if you're like me, where you have 1,000,001 pieces of black clothing, and you're looking for that one, and you're like, I can't find it. Where is it? And you're wondering, did I put it in a drawer? Is it in this one? Is it in the other closet? Like, and then you find it like 2 months later after you forgot about it.
Yes. I have taken to getting I think they're 2 pound Ziploc bags. So they're extra large Ziploc bags.
2 quart.
So they're a little bit more expensive, but they're yay big, and you can fit like all kinds of your entire costume in them with all the pieces, and then you seal them, and you have the entire thing in one spot. So
I need to look at that.
yeah, and then you can shove the whole thing and just stack them. So
definitely need to look into that.
Yeah,
it's an idea, and you can stick the jewelry and the matching pieces to it.
Yeah.
I kind of have like accessory bags, like for like I have it by type. Like I have all Disney, I have all DC, I have all Marvel. I have the accessories separated, but the costumes right now they're just kind of all crunched in the closet, and some of them are off in Narnia. But they'll come back eventually.
Oh yeah.
We have a question for you. Yeah, Alex is asking. Have you ever competed in that sci-fi competition SFX makeup series Face Off, or would you be interested in it?
I have not, but I would definitely like to. I did compete in the online voting contest, Face of Halloween, and I did make it up to, I think it was the wild card round, and I ended up in second place for that. So I got pretty far, but they were basing it off of popularity votes, I think, more than
They do with a lot of it.
skills. So I mean, that's probably the closest I've entered so far as like a convention contest for SFX or anything like that.
Well, congratulations to you on that, because
Yeah.
a lot of people had their names in that stuff. So
Yeah.
congratulations to you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, when you can do it, you can get up there and get pretty high up, and you're doing it without paying for followers. You're doing pretty good.
And
Somebody should nominate Sarah for that. Nominate Sarah for that on
Yeah.
Face Off. Definitely. In fact, I was scrolling along the bottom, and I'm going to do it again. Here's Sarah's information on her Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook. So throw her out there. Throw her name in there. Support her.
Yeah. What are you most
Follow her.
active on?
Yeah.
mostly Instagram and TikTok lately. I was kind of back. I probably started with TikTok more recently because I just played around with it for a little while, but I just kind of went back to Instagram, and then I was like, ooh, this has got a little bit better editing tools on it. So I started dabbling with TikTok more, and it's, it does get a little bit more reach, but my Instagram's probably the most popular, and my Facebook, I'm active, but not active on there so much. It's just mainly the first two. And
is that a good way to reach out to you for things like if there's if they have a project or something they want to talk to you about?
Just DM me. I'm pretty responsive and pretty diligent about checking my messages.
Okay,
That's awesome.
And
for those who are listening and not watching, it's Little Witchums, LittleWitchms on Instagram, TikTok, X, Facebook, or Sarah.
Facebook is Sarah Brunner.
Yeah, Brunner.
It's the same handle on everything. I was very lucky to be able to do that.
There you go. Yeah,
Good for you.
I was not so lucky. I did do different variations. April Hunter, really April Hunter, April Hunter, really April Hunter. So yeah, yeah.
But
yeah, so that's fantastic. Where are you next?
Where am I next, for a convention or for SFX?
Either.
any of it.
All of it.
Well, actually, this Saturday I'll be at the Urban Tampa Bay Comic-Con down in St. Pete. After that, I will be at Donatello's Thanksgiving event for the charity event, which I'm making Elsa for.
Okay.
After that, I have to refer to my list because I really have a squirrel brain sometimes.
So relatable.
Oh, it's bad some days. I'm like, wait, it's Friday? No, it's Tuesday. I'll be, let's see, I'm going to be, just for fun, I'll be at the Castle anniversary party. I will be an elf at the Hallucination Before Christmas event, which is basically being a go-go dancer over at the castle as well. I plan on attending Sarasota Anime Fest just as just for fun, really. I haven't gone to an anime festival in a couple of years, so it's like, break out Sailor Pluto from Sailor Moon, the old classic, and bring the key staff out and everything. Just have some fun with it. Past that, my next big conventions would be Scaradise in February, Clearwater Comic-Con, and then MegaCon coming up.
That's cool.
And after that, Spooky Empire tentatively in May.
That
April's
sounds
going to
like
be
a
a
full
Clearwater.
schedule. Yeah,
Yeah, it's busy.
that's good. Yeah, I always want to go to the anime one. I'll take my corgi and we'll just go as Ein and Ed.
Hey, you should. It's adorable. I've seen so many cosplayers do the little partner cosplays with their dogs or even with their kids, and it's like, oh, makes my heart melt.
I have so many costumes for this ridiculous dog. Half of them match mine. He's got bat wings. I have Batgirl. He's so.
You said
Sarah, did I see you have a dog too?
I have two actually. They're you said yours is a corgi?
I have one corgi and then one pit bull mix who just is a lump, a pile right here.
Okay. I've got two. Well, one's a full blood Malamute husky, and the other one is a Siberian husky Malamute mix.
Oh wow, you like
Yeah.
the big ones?
Well, they were. Ironically, I wasn't planning to get huskies. Back in 2020, just a quick backstory. My first one, Banks, she was a Falkenberg pet rescue when they were doing the free adoptions. And she kept getting brought back because they said, oh, she was treated for, heartworm. Nobody wants her because they're afraid it was going to come back. And I brought her home, and just that was the end of that. She's been with me ever since. And then Archie, my second one, the bigger guy, he's believe it or not, he was off Facebook Marketplace. There was an ad that said free Malamute, and I just happened to be like doom scrolling, drinking coffee at 6:30 in the morning, and I'm like, that can't be right. So I messaged the lady, called her, and 2-year-old Malamute Husky got abandoned, and I couldn't believe it. So it was up in Jacksonville. So I called a buddy of mine and said, hey, want to be a little adventure buddy here? And he's like, well, what are we doing? I'm like, I'll tell you later. And pick him up. He's like, well, so what are we doing? I'm like, going to Jacksonville for a dog. What? But went up there, brought Archie back. He met Binks, and that was the end of that. I've had 2 Huskies ever since.
There you go.
Oh, awesome.
They're both
somebody's asking, will there be 3?
It's more like, will there be 5?
Wow.
Apparently Huskies are like potato chips. You can't just have one.
Exactly. I mean, I would adopt all the dogs if I could, but I mean, honestly, these two keep me busy for right now, and trying to like do cosplay and like SFX and like events, and then just kind of bounce around and then get sitters for them. It does get a little difficult sometimes. So,
yes,
but I do manage to like balance it out. So for now, it's just going to be the 2, but maybe in the future it'll be 3, but who knows? Maybe it'll be a giant schnauzer puppy. Maybe it'll be 2. Who knows?
Yeah, I feel you. I love
me. I'm like the lady from 101 Dalmatians, and just keep getting more puppies.
And we're not judging you for that at all.
No,
there's no judgment there. And Lori, hello. Lori's like, I love Sailor Moon. I watched it with my youngest daughter. So big Sailor Moon fan here.
Definitely a favorite.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you coming on, and we appreciate
you
sharing your life with us and your passion. So thank you.
Yes.
So it's really been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you can come back sometime soon. I want to see your newest creation sometime in the near future.
Maybe I'll have Audrey finish, and I'll just come on as the plant.
That would be cool.
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
That would be very cool.
Get on the call, and next thing you know, you just see a giant plant going, "Feed me, Seymour," except for "Feed me, April." I swear though, it's so weird, like using mechanics that big though, because it's literally takes up your entire arms, and you're like moving the whole thing up and down. But
wow,
it's definitely gonna look good though.
Yeah, that's like another layer of cosplay that I've never tried. So
yeah, it's like,
I can't even imagine.
Who needs to do lateral arm raises when you can just do cosplay?
Hey, right on.
Yes.
Well, you never know. You might see, you might be doing some April's work there as in a costume.
Yeah, I'm always looking for quality people to make stuff. So
hey, let's chat about it later.
All right, cool. All right, well, you have a good night. Thank you for letting us take up some of your time. We appreciate you.
Hey, thanks for having me. Like I said,
thank you,
love to chat with you guys.
All right, and you guys follow her. Go follow her on TikTok. Well, that's her most favorite, but Instagram, Little Witchums. Follow Sarah Brunner. All right, we will talk to you later.
All right, have a good night.
Bye. You too. She's super cute.
She's awesome.
Wow, she's talented. I didn't know she did all that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So I just had the one good news story. If you have anything left.
Well, first off, cool, awesome dude. Thank you. First off, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Yeah, you guys had some good questions in there. Thank you. That special effects makeup is so interesting and so complex. Should you guys want to see the video of what I taped the other night?
Yes. Let's see.
Hang on. Let me see if I can find this for you. It was from the movie we did. Let me find it. I wonder how do you learn this on your own, or do you have to go to school for it, or
I think both, right? Well, if she's got the rating for that, she would had to have get certified to be
Yeah,
SFX, right? So imagine she took courses for that.
I guess so. Wait, let me see if I can pull this up and then switch us over. And it's funny with the story. This was originally like I said, it's a creature feature. So it started out, um, uh, another alligator attack movie, and they did some stuff on the alligator farm, and the people on the alligator farm were just like, they're calling the alligators over like they're apparently, like dogs. They're feeding them like they are dogs, and the alligators come when called and are acting very, sweet. And the guy says to the crew, he's like, these types of movies do a lot of harm to the alligator community, and this is not a good thing, right? And they're like, yeah. All right, let me show you this video since we're talking special effects.
Yeah, love
There
to
we
see.
go. Should we show the first one or the second one? There we go.
Oh, whichever you want to do.
There. Can you see it?
How long did it take all that for them to do that?
It didn't take her that long. So at first I thought what she was doing was just scratches. So this is after getting attacked by an alligator, basically. So I thought all she was doing was scratches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's going pretty quick.
Yeah, I would say that he was in and out of the chair in like within 20 minutes, maybe. She's good.
Wow. Yeah, you were in the chair way longer than that when they were doing that clock movie with you.
Oh yeah, that was like what, an hour and a half?
Yeah,
for one like 2-second spot.
Mm-hmm. By the way, you guys should go watch The Clock. She was killed in that movie.
Yes, I did. Yeah, my old webmaster's
in
like,
my car.
Yeah. My old webmaster's like, oh my God, I was watching The Clock the other day and you were on it. He's like, I heard your voice. And I was like shocked that you were on it. I'm like, you didn't know I was in the movie? He's like, no.
Wow,
so
20 minutes. Yeah, that's
we
awesome.
can go to the next one. Hang on a second. Let me see.
Yeah.
Go forward.
That girl's
here.
moving quick. Okay.
She's moving real fast.
Obviously, she's a professional.
Yeah. These young kids on this film were amazing. They were all like young Gen Z kids that were just amazingly talented. Hang on, let me see. I lost it. I wanted to show you the finished thing. Oh, there was so much blood and ick at the end. So I can see if I can find the finished one.
Huh? Cleaning. She was saying, I can't imagine cleaning up after all that.
Oh, it was terrible. It took like 8 times longer to clean up than to put the stuff on, which is usually not the situation. So let me see if I can find the other one for you to show how it all went.
Winona said, those are my favorite videos to watch during Halloween too, just different doing makeup looks. Hey, that's it. You know, Winona, you probably, I mean, I've seen some of your stuff has been pretty good.
Yeah, hers is great.
Stuff, you know? You should do some of the SFX.
You should. You'd be good at it.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And they go into a lot of detail, you know. If you see, there's gashes on his arms too.
Some months ago, and I'll get a headache.
Yeah.
That was really good.
It does.
I look like a moron. We'll see.
Okay. All right. 1 minute, 40 seconds.
So this is the part that you guys. Let's see how her phone is right here, down here.
Mhm.
Okay, so I probably some of the things. Some of the things that people don't know is
Wade's on here commenting.
yeah, she had a picture there of an actual alligator attack victim that she was imitating. So I
Okay.
looked at that. I was like,
Well, good for her.
did the person survive? She's like, unfortunately, no. So I guess it was a post-mortem picture she had gotten somehow, and she was trying to imitate the actual exact thing. So I thought that was really interesting. So yeah. Anyway, yes.
Okay, well, awesome job. They did awesome. I can't wait to see. Let us know whenever you guys hear what happens with the movie and when it comes out and all that good stuff. So I hear it's finished. It finished. Well, your guys' parts are done, right? So now they just gotta finish the rest of the movie.
I finished. I had one day, and then he had all week. So it's just a little behind the scenes stuff that people don't normally.
Well, now there's a couple of people asking questions. Is there ever going to be a superhero movie where you are in it? Which that's a valid question.
I don't know. There should be.
So what would
my
your
superpower?
be?
I can flex my boobs. I'll be like pew 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 pew.
No, you should be like a She-Hulk. They should have taken you on that one. Anyway.
I know. Well, the show failed. I'm not going to say it's because I wasn't in it, but
it is because you weren't in it. That is it. So Winona, you get that.
If you don't believe in coincidences, there's that. That's all I'm saying.
Oh boy. All right.
Winona says she's got a latex allergy. Oh, that's terrible. Oh yeah, I guess if you're gonna, they're probably coming up with some new stuff though, isn't there?
Yeah,
I would think by now.
The makeup part instead of just the latex,
Yeah, I mean, because everybody's got allergies to everything now. So, Alex is like, damn right, it failed. So, what is the name?
What's the name of the Croc movie? Oh,
yeah,
the Croc movie
they
was
changed it. Originally, it was supposed to be something, and then they changed it. Now it's like Jessup City. You have to. I guess when we find out, I'll let you know. I don't know.
Fair.
Something with Jessup. The guy who's directing it, who wrote it, the whole thing, produced it. He's from the TV show Homeland. So he's done a bunch of different things. He's been a working actor for a very long time, but he's known for Homeland. So when he was one of the smart ones, he invested his money into real estate. So he is able to produce the show as well as write and direct it. So he doesn't have like people coming in going, oh no, you shouldn't do it this way. You should do it that way instead. So a lot of people don't have that freedom.
Well, you guys should start suggesting to people then in the movie field that she should be all these things you're throwing out there. Mega superhero, She-Hulk, all these things that you guys are throwing out there. You should, send
there you go. Yeah.
Some movies.
I mean, hell, I jumped off a top rope for a living. I can do that stuff.
Yep, you sure can.
I ran across the room and bopped people in the face with my biceps. So, I still got it, sort of.
Yes, you do. You could do it.
I just like to work shorter hours now. That's all.
Well, you earned that shit,
and to put my feet up at the end of the day.
There you go. Well, you earned that right. So in that case, make sure you go to her Patreon page, Patreon.
Yes.
.com/April Hunter and support her on there so you can see her feet and her jumping off those ropes.
Yes, a little bit of everything. We're doing everything. Yes. I do. I appreciate everybody who supports me over there. Patreon.com, April Hunter. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to do this. So if you're doing to those of you who have tipped on Cash App, April Hunter 13, if you're on Patreon, it's helpful. So thank you. If you're sending biddies and doing all that and tipping and all that is what allows us to do this. So thank you. We are very grateful. I am very, very grateful. So you probably don't understand how grateful I am. And in case you didn't catch this earlier, if you're a viewer, I would like to send you a holiday card if you want to have one. So you can email me in the subject line here. This is the important part. Subject line, you have to write address so I can find it easily. And then you have to send your name and address, obviously, to my email, which is thisisaprilhunter@gmail.com. All one word. Yeah. This is April Hunter. Okay. So send me that name, address, subject line, address. And then I will be happy to send you a holiday card. I only got 50 this year. So I am working with a minimal amount. But of course, I would prefer to make sure that my viewers here on our podcast and my patrons are the first people who get them, in addition to like my regulars, my fans that have been my fans so long that they're my friends, and they get one every year. So these are the three groups that I would like to make sure. And then anybody else, if there's leftover stuff, we'll get them too. So, all right. So past that, and again, we're away next weekend. You can see Eva and I will be on WrestleCade in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Mm-hmm. Thanksgiving weekend, we'll be there for Black Friday and Redhead Saturday. So I'll be there with Jessie Bell Smothers, sharing a table with her. So wherever her location is, that is also our location. I don't know where I'm going to be. I'm sure it's going to be a really long walk and it's going to be hot because that's how it always is. Because that's how it always is. No, but seriously, I'm looking forward to seeing the fans this weekend, or that weekend. So I always look forward to seeing people while wearing super tight spandex after I've stuffed my face with 3 servings of carbs.
Yep. That's
fun
right.
story. Okay, fun story on the way out. I just want to tell you this. So my Playboy audition, they did a tryout. So the call came, was it actually on Thanksgiving? Like, who calls somebody on Thanksgiving? But it was right at Thanksgiving. No, hang on. It was, I think it was either the day before or the day after. Just by chance, I'd gone home to my grandmother's. Oh, what's that? You were actually America's Best Wrestler in 03, 05. Oh, 2003 to 2005. I know, right? And I just did an interview. You know what they said? This was great. It was really sweet. They said that I single-handedly changed the way that wrestling was going, because at that point, women were just doing puffy stuff. They were just doing bra and panties and pillow fights and stuff like that. And that I went out there, even though I looked like I could just do that stuff, but I went out there and actually wrestled. And that is what changed the tide of women's wrestling, because it forced everybody else that looked like me to actually go out there and learn to wrestle and actually throw punches and kicks and learn to fall and everything else. Whereas before that, they weren't doing it. I mean, not before that, like Medusa era, but they had gone a period of time then where they slacked and did just the crap stuff that was just entertainment. So yes, I did do bra and panties matches before. Absolutely. So I like to call myself a well-rounded wrestler, where I will be ringside, I will be a manager, I can tag team, I can work the men, I can work the women, I can do singles, so I can do bra and panties. So I'll do a pillow fight match, motherfucker. And then I'll do a cage fight, okay? I'll hit you with a chair. And I'll do both in the same night.
I hear you do a heck of a karate chop too.
But seriously, but I went home. It was just by chance that I went home. I was on tour, and my grandmother was the type of grandmother who would get extremely insulted if you did not take seconds or thirds with her cooking for Thanksgiving. And the call came through that Playboy wanted me to audition in New York that weekend. So I think I went up. I think my audition was like the day after, or no, actually, I'm sorry. They called me the day after Thanksgiving. That's what it was. So I gorged my face off and my ass off and everything else off. I ate my fucking face off. And then the day after Thanksgiving, Playboy called and said, "Can you be in New York tomorrow?" And I'm like, I had waited years for this call, years. I got turned down for Playboy so many times. I mean, it's like a world record. And somebody told me early on, never take this stuff personally. You never know what pictures they're looking at next to yours. So every time I would get the same standard, nice rejection letter. While you're certainly an attractive young lady, you're just not what we're looking for at this time. And I would put it in my filing cabinet, because we had filing cabinets back then, with the pictures, a note with the pictures I'd sent. And then I would mark my calendar to send more pictures in 6 months. And every 6 months for years, I sent pictures of Playboy. I was in my 30s, I think, almost 30 by the time I actually got in. So then the call comes after I've eaten everything. I think I ate the kitchen table and the chairs. Okay. I ate it all. Can you be in New York for an audition? And I'm like, yep, I can be there.
Just say
sure.
5 pounds, but sure.
Yep, you couldn't call me 7 years ago. Nope. So I went up there. I waddled my fat ass up there.
Obviously, you got in.
Yep, I did. But
congratulations. And the rest is history.
And yeah, the best part about it, there's no pressure at all, but they were specifically looking to do another fitness hard bodies issue. So that was the worst of it. I mean, like, if it was a regular Playboy issue, it would be no big deal. But they were specifically looking for hard bodies for this issue. Their first issue was legendary, so it went so well. It was a collector's issue. They're like, yeah, we're going to do another one. Yeah. So why not eat 7 servings of mashed potatoes and then go up and shoot for hard bodies? Of course.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened. But it all worked out. So hey. And then I got into wrestling.
Hey, that's right. Yeah.
And then I got into wrestling. That's what got me into wrestling, actually. Kimberly Page was in the same issue. So
awesome.
The rest is history. Here I am talking to you guys. So hey. So
works.
Anyway, yes. that was you got your, what did Damien say? Hang on. You got your prime before Sarah, Mercedes Martinez, Melissa, and others did, like 06 and up. You were the standards of indies in the ring. Actually, we all started about the same-ish time. Sarah was after me, but Mercedes and I started almost exactly the same time. So I was technically, I think, in the business before her because of WCW. But we started training at the same time. She started with Jason Knight in Connecticut, and I was at Killer Kowalski's in Boston. So yeah, but yeah, I think you're half right there. So that we were a good group, right? That group of girls. And I never wrestled Melissa, cheerleader Melissa. That was the one match I never had that was on my list to have. Nobody ever wanted to finance it to bring me to California or bring her out to the East Coast.
That's
so, yep. So it was a bummer. Yeah, I feel incomplete. I feel like I feel like a sex worker that's been ridden hard all night long and put away wet.
I'm surprised nobody ever did that with customs or something later in the years.
They did not. Nope.
So
anyway.
All right. Anything else for the show here?
No, I think that's about it. We're gonna just sign off. Thank you for giving us your time. Thank you, Chowny man. That's very sweet. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. As always, I always thought it was funny that I could go to other countries and be on their regular television shows, because I was working, in Mexico and Puerto Rico and Japan, and I was on their TV there, and then I would come home and be like, why is it so hard to get on TV in my own country, but I'm all over television in every other country? It's the weirdest thing. And then I realized Politics.
Mm,
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder, is that still going on now?
Politics.
Oh,
Yeah.
Still is.
So I
So
don't like certain things. So
yeah,
yeah,
he
that
also says
happens.
something else. Imagine seeing you participate in a bodybuilding competition hosted by a wrestling promotion. Um, I guess I don't know who that is, but CMLL and Stardom hosted such events.
Maybe. So
Okay.
I'm not familiar with that. But
Another
Oh.
discussion for another day.
yeah.
And I know it's getting late. So, in that note, if we can't hit the 2 hour mark, there's a reason for that.
No. So let's get out of here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate
yes.
you.
And-
Next week we will have a little we're gonna have a pre-taped rerun of a Thanksgiving show we've done previously. Please forgive us, but we do have a life and we want to be on the road stuffing our faces with carbs. So that's what we're going to be doing, and we hope that you will be doing the same and staying sane with your drunk uncle who only wants to talk politics. So we wish you the very, very best with that. And if all else fails,
Yes.
THC is your friend. Thank you for being here, and we will be live again the following week after, where we will see you next Tuesday, and I will see you in person. Hopefully we'll see you in person in WrestleCade up in North Carolina, Winston-Salem, Friday and Saturday. Lots of love to you guys. All right. I guess we'll be fully officially in the Christmas season when we're coming back. So
yes, and we have a guest when we come back.
We do.
We won't tell you yes yet, but we do.
Is it Maria?
Yes, we have Maria.
Maria.
We moved some scheduling around.
Yeah, we got Maria coming in. All right, Del Vivo,
we got
right?
some other stuff too in December.
Yes,
So.
we have our one of our favorite authors coming back on, and she will be fun. So, all right, we will talk to you guys soon. Lots and lots of love. Mwah. Stay out of trouble or do not get caught, especially if it comes to like knocking down some flock cameras. I didn't see that. You didn't see that. Nobody saw that.
See it
Asking for a friend. All right.
That's right.